So driving this vehicle, one of the things I noticed, it's so easy to steer the steering wheel. It has the electronic steering wheel, steering system, and it's just so easy. You can zip around in parking lots easy. It has a really good turning radius here. And it is nice, especially when the engine... Okay, so the engine just started, and you notice it's not that loud. I've been kind of critical of some of the Toyotas and Lexus, where it's like the engine's too loud. This one, I'm glad to hear that it is not that loud. It just turns on and off, and it's not really a big deal. You can hear it, but it's not like jarring, you know. It's fairly decent. It's overall like fairly quiet vehicle. I just love the way you can just zip around with very little effort. And yeah, it's the CVT experience, you know. Some people like it. I don't really mind the CVT systems myself, but some people don't really care for it. Now it's like the Toyota Prius, and that is pretty reliable system. So we got a little bit of road noise, but cruising along, you don't really hear the engine. Let's go and turn the cruise control on. Lane keep assist system. Make sure that's on. And once it sees the lines on the road, which is actually seeing them now, even though the lines aren't all that great, it'll tell you with a little green light right there and everything, and it does a decent job of keeping you within the lane without fighting you too much. It has a little bit of a tug here and there, but it's probably just to make sure that you're holding the steering wheel. And it has compared to the Corolla, it has a much more softer suspension. It's not like a floaty suspension or anything, but it feels pretty good. It depends on the road. Some roads, it just, you know, the way it's not like a real high-end suspension, so you feel a little jostling here and there, a little unnecessary jostling, but it's not really a big deal. I mean, for the type of vehicle it is, and all the qualities that it has, I think they did a well-rounded good job. You can notice, you can hear the engine a little bit, you know, here and there, depending on how you accelerate. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this up a little bit. This is a fairly smooth road, so it's not like it's, you know, testing the suspension system or anything. But just to give you an idea of what the potential, you know, cruising pleasure would be like on a nice, smooth country road here. You can hear a little bit of wind noise, a little bit of road noise. The engine is subdued pretty good when we're just at, you know, just kind of cruising like this. We're not rapidly accelerating or anything. The lane keep assist system is keeping me within the lane. I'm not fighting it or anything like that. Or I'm not, you know, like some vehicles, you let go of the steering wheel and it goes flying off in left field, you know. This is weird sometimes. Some vehicles are like that. So yeah, this one, the features that it has tend to work well, you know. And can't say that for all Toyotas, but this one in particular is doing pretty good. And I was very impressed with it driving it. When I first got in, I was like, you know what? For a lot of people, this would check a lot of boxes, because you have a decent amount of room for family room. You have cargo space. If you need to go to, you know, like the hardware store, you can fold the seats down, get mulch or whatever put back there. You have the roof rails, and you have decent fuel economy. And of course, it's not a race car, so for a daily commuter, family vehicle, reliability, economic vehicle. And I mean, me personally, I like the way it looks. If you like the way it looks, then that checks that box too. So yeah, there's a lot of boxes checked with this Toyota Corolla Cross, this vehicle. So it's like a crossover. So yeah, I would have no problem recommending this vehicle to a lot of people. Now, of course, it has to be within your price range, but you know, for what it is, the price is reasonable, I would say. Especially if you can get one a little bit of a discount, you know, here and there. Right in here is a little bit bumpier. And you can hear the rougher road. But the bumps aren't really an issue. I mean, the places I've driven this vehicle, you know, some roads are, you know, the back roads and stuff like that, they're just kind of like wavy and all this stuff, which pretty much any vehicle you drive on those you're gonna feel it. But this one's actually holding up pretty good as far as the ride quality. It's just not, you know, it's not going to be the most quiet vehicle, but compared to other Toyotas, this one's actually pretty good.